Welcome to the course for PowerShell automation for Azure SQL Server DBA with networking concept. And in this video session, we are going to learn about what is MAC addresses in networking. So in the previous video session, we have already learned what is IP address. Then we have learned what is the port number, how the communication bit will happen within the two system or from one system to application, how to VM is going to talk, right? So this everything we have discussed. So now this time is for understanding the what is the MAC address and why this MAC address is used. So in networking, a MAC address full form is media access control. Okay, so in networking, a MAC address is unique identifier assigned to each device network interface controller NIC, such as Wi-Fi card, Ethernet card, or Bluetooth adapter. Um, the meaning of this means this MAC address is globally unique. Means you will not able to see two devices having the same MAC addresses, and MAC address is used to no find out the system. If you want to know what is your system, so that time this MAC address is required. So we can say to identify the machine we need MAC address, and it should be unique of 48 bits, right? So the meaning of this, again I will go and I will try to explain you MAC address in the general term. What we are saying, MAC address of the system, and your network or your one system want to communicate with the other system, right? Here MAC will be come into the picture, MAC address will come into the picture, but MAC address will be, it is not your system address. Actually, it is the address of your INC card, that is the network interface card, right? Network interface controller or network interface card. So if you are going to change your network interface, right, so what will be happen, your MAC address is going to be changed, because in the previous video we have seen when we are creating our network interface card for the Azure cloud. That time I have already shown you how to create the network interface card and how, and it is going to assign the MAC addresses. So what you understood, if you want to change your MAC address, then you have to change your NIC card, or if you are going to change this NIC, network interface controller card, then your your MAC address is going to be changed. So this MAC address is not like, if you are thinking like your system having one MAC address, no, it will be having for the, if one system can have multiple of MAC addresses. Is depending how you are connecting, how you are connecting to the internet. So internet, how you can connect, you can connect through the NIC card, where you are going to put your cable, right? You are going to connect with your internet using the Wi-Fi. You can connect with the Bluetooth or Ethernet, right? There is a multiple of ways are there where you are going to connect with your internet. So this all having their own MAC addresses, right? So it is not like, so there, what you understood, system will not having any MAC address. MAC address is where you are using the network interface card that having the IP addresses. Example, if you are using Ethernet, or if you are using Wi-Fi, or you are using the Bluetooth adapter, this all will be happen, this all will give you the MAC addresses, right? So MAC address is also known as the physical addresses. Physical address means it is never will be changed. Your IP address will be changed, right? Once you are, what will be happen? You taken your system, right, and you went to some other network, other person whom you gone, right? So their network IP is going to be changed, but your MAC address will never change, because it is a physical address. It's same as my name. My name is Rajesh, or my name is Rahul. My name is Deepak. So Deepak will go any places. Either it will be there in the Bangalore or US. Deepak name will be always be the same. But where Deepak gone, right? That address may be changed. Side now, where is the Deepak? Deepak in Delhi. Deepak is in Mumbai. Deepak in US or UK or Australia, right? So this address will be changed. So IP address is nothing but your where you are, right? that addresses, and MAC address is your that person name, that is known as your MAC address. So MAC address will not change any places. If I have to send you the any information, right, so first I have to know where you are, right? So where you are, it will be give the IP addresses, and whom to send, that one is nothing but whom system, right, that is nothing but it is your MAC address. So I think you have understood the so in the OSI model, I have explained these things, but not in the full detail what is the MAC. So here I am explaining it. So again, I will go to the that all layer. I am not talking the above three layer, application layer, presentation layer, and session layer. After that, there will be transport layer. Transport layer is what? Transport layer means it is the port number, right? I have explained. So once you have reached to the network, which place, then you have reached to the house, right, which building he that person is belongs to, that is nothing but your MAC address. And inside the building, what is your work, where you want to communicate, right, that is the port number it is going to be defined, right? So port at the port number is nothing but particular talking with that application. MAC address is that the that apartment, or you can say in this way, IP address is nothing but your it is your address, right? So what you understood, to talk with the application we need the port number, right? That port has to be open, right? And IP addresses to talk with the machine we need IP address, and to identifying the machine it should require the MAC addresses. I think it is clear now for you guys. So again is next is this MAC address having the two part, right? Two part. Okay, so before coming, I'm coming here. For any two device, MAC address will be never be same, because MAC address is globally unique, right? That is clear for you. A computer can have multiple of MAC addresses, right? That one we will go and see into the practical. MAC address is provided by network interface card. So if you will change your NIC card, MAC address will also going to be changed. Each device which you can connect the internet all having the MAC addresses, or we can say how many NIC card will be available in your system, that much MAC address is possible for your system, right? Like your Ethernet port, Bluetooth, network connection, Wi-Fi, etc. Next is MAC address is 48-bit address, right? In this 48-bit, it is going to be divided into the two part, and the first part is OUI. OUI means organizational unit, unique identifier, right? And second thing is, second part is the 24-bit, it is provided by the vendor. Like example, if you have the Cisco, right, so Cisco will give you the like this, like if you are talking about port number, right, so you can see this port number here. So you can see it will be defined in this way. I will take little bit bigger so it's easy for. So you can see this is the, and I will change to some different color. Okay. So this is the port number, right? This one, you can see the, not port number, your MAC address is going to be defined in this way. And it is the hexadecimal number, right? So this first three, whatever you are saying, this first three one from here to here, right? So it is the 24. So 24-bit of this address, it is given by your the company, right? Or it is the OUI. OUI. So like Cisco will use like CC, then 46 and D6, like that. Google is 3C, 5A, B4, like this. And this is unique for that company, right? And after that, and this is given by INI, that one INA. IANA, that is known as International Assigned Number Authority, right? And he is the responsible for providing these numbers, right? So, so I will go here. Okay. So this is the number. It is provided by that INA, right? So if he's a Cisco, he will go and he will request the INA for provide me this address. So INA will give you this 24-bit address. And after that, he is going to add some hexadecimal number to that device. For Google, so that's why two will be never sent. If Cisco is giving some number, right? So the first last 24-bit number, it is provided by Cisco, but this will be never will be same for any two companies. So that's why your address, this hexadecimal number or MAC address will be become unique, right? Because this will be decided by this by the INA, and INA will not give this same two number to the same two different company. So what you understood, and the representation of this MAC address will be in the hexadecimal, and you hexadecimal, you know how to de- display it. It will come 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and for 10 it is a A, for 11 it is B, right? Last it will go to the F, last it will go to the till F. So if you want F is the last number, right? So like that, what will be happen once Cisco, what happened? No, he has given some number, so he has to use only the 24-bit number, right? Once his 24-bit number is over, then what he will go, then Cisco will again go and he will tell this, whatever number you have provided me, it is over for me, right? Please give me some other number. So INA will provide some other number. It is not like for him this is the only number he is given and he has to use, right? As of now, Cisco is just creating the network interface card, and they are using this number in the beginning of this 24-bit. But after that number, it is going to be used this 24-bit. In 24-bit, when this all number is possible and it is given to the drive, network drive, right? After that, what he will tell? He will tell again IANA that my address is over. Now, please provide me some other number for me, that OUI. So then what it will do, INA will give some different number for that, and that number will be unique for the each company. So like that it is going to be followed. So first 24-bit is decided by INA. It is known as International Assigned Number Authority, and it is responsible for providing the IP address and public IP and 24-bit of MAC address. That one we have already discussed into the previous session. Okay, so in networking, a port is a virtual endpoint, or okay, so that one I think we have already discussed this thing, so we don't have to discuss. So I hope till here you don't have any doubt what is the MAC address. And now if you will go to this layer, right? So what you will able to see here, these are the application layer, session precision layer, and session layer. These three I am not talking, right? Coming to transport layer only, it is going to be give the IP address, right? IP address. Network layer, what will be happen? Mm, so no, sorry, this is the transport layer. It is going to port number. It is a port number is going to be defined. So you can say port number is the, in this layer it will come. Network means IP number will become into the this layer, network layer, and in the data link layer it will come to the MAC address. So if somebody will ask in which layer MAC address will come, it will in the OSI layer. So in OSI layer, data link layer, it MAC address will come. Where the IP address will come into the network layer. Where the port number will come, it will come to the transport layer. When the session is going to be built into the session layer, right? And there is a multiple of work, not only this much like creating the session, then segment, and then pack into that all packet. So that thing, if you want to know, go and watch my video where I have explained about the OSI model and that physical layer, and it will be nothing but it is a communication, how your data is going to be transferred. So once it will be added, data is going to be transferred, then it will go to the data link layer. It will be checked for the MAC address, then it will go for the IP address, then it will go for port number, and like that it is going to be it will be go and it will be connect with data will be going to be transferred into this layer. So I hope till here you don't have any doubt on this. Right now, coming to this, you can see like this is the network connection. Right here you can see the Bluetooth connection, you can see the Ethernet, you can see Wi-Fi, right? So this all you are going to connect the internet, right? So that's why if you will go to your system and go and if you will going to run the IP config, right? So you will able to see there will be lot of this physical address, right? So this physical address is nothing but it is known as your MAC address. So now you can see 98FA4, this Ethernet adapter MAC address is this. Like that LAN adapter, this is the MAC addresses. Like that, you can see that VMware network adapter, this is the physical address. So like that, you can see the Wi-Fi, it's having this physical address, right? So same thing for the Bluetooth, you can see this is the MAC addresses is given. So like that, the MAC address is going to be provided for your system, and how it is going to be used in to communicate between the two system. I hope it is clear now what is a MAC addresses. And once we are going to discuss into the cloud, then we will see what is the MAC address of the Azure VM, how it is going to be used, whether the MAC address, you will able to see whether it will be having different for the all system or same. There is a multiple of things we are going to discuss into the Azure cloud. So but basic, I want you should have to know what is the MAC address, and that one I have explained here. In the later video session, you can see in the cloud and how we are going to discuss, and we are going to discuss much more thing like broadcast address and all, how this broadcast address is going to be built for the MAC address, how MAC address, if we are going to give FFFF, what will be happen, how it is going to work. That thing we are going to discuss once we are ready with our VM. So as of now, only this much for the MAC addresses. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please continue to watch my next video session. Thank you so much.